Okay, this weekend is all about drawing a line in the sand, I believe. Okay, it's a very much a decision energy. And no, we don't have to be loud. We don't have to be dramatic. We don't have to throw a chair or a table across the room and walk out or do a mic drop. But we finally start to admit what isn't working in our lives, what we're done carrying, and what we're ready to build. So we're being given space this weekend to choose the next version of our story. We become the narrator if we so choose to be. And we'll start to ask ourselves, what am I committed to? What is most important to me? All that deep dive kind of work that we've been doing, that deep inner work, it starts to quietly become the new path, the new promise, the new direction. Okay, so we'll break down the energy together. And we'll do that by looking at the numerology, then the astrology, then the cards. But first, I want to turn the attention to you and say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your comments and your love and your time and your support. You guys rock. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Welcome to your weekend focus, November the 22nd and the 23rd, 2025. So Saturday, the 22 energy, a master number, the most powerful master number. Um, so the 22 is being focused, focused on the path that you want to step into. The 22 energy is about doing what you can in the moment to achieve these things. And when we apply our focus and our action under 22 energies, things just start coming together. Things start flowing towards us quite easily. And it creates the new beginnings, the new starts, the new paths, the new promises. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 2 plus 22 plus a 9, which gives us a 33 energy. 33 energy, for most people in numerology, if you are a number 33, 2/3 of your life is through very hard circumstances, extremely hard circumstances. And it's not until your later part of life, if you make it to there, that you really become, and you are an inspiration to other people throughout, but that's when you really become a great leader, of great wisdom and clarity and and being able to teach others your knowledge and your wisdom, to be a sage or something along those lines. Great minds, geniuses, absolutely. So the 33 says, you have to walk through the fires, the chaos, in order to understand how beautiful the precious, happy, positive moments are in our life. And that's when we learn, when we walk through those fires, they forge us into being. They show us our true strength, our confidence, our wisdom, our fortitude, our resilience. And we hone our skills, our talents, our abilities under those trying times. So the 33 energy is saying, because you are being formed into something magnificent, one of a kind, unique, and there is a path waiting just for you to become the sage, for you to become the teacher, for you to be the wise one, and to be great and masterful at what you do. So you're not just a painter, you're another Picasso. So when we act under the 33 energy and say, this is happening to me because I need to learn something from this, rather than I must have done something wrong in a past life in order to get this served to me or dealt to me, right? So it's that kind of energy. By taking it at face value that it is not negative, it is not positive, it is a vehicle to move us in one way or another. It's our choice if we throw it in drive or reverse. If we look at the daily new, oh, wait, no, that is the daily 33. That's enough. Sunday's the 23 energy. The 23 energy is this renewed faith, belief in ourselves, belief in our maker, God, our angels, our guides. But a belief that we are capable, that it is possible, whatever our dream, our desires may be. And 2 plus 3 is a 5 energy. So a 5 is a busy energy. But it is one to ask us to be present in the moment and to experience the joy and the happiness and the giggles and the laughter that are created in the moment. And if it's not happening, then go ahead and create some and be creative and let your inner expression flow. And it's usually very busy energy. The daily numerology for Sunday would then be a 2 plus a 5 plus a 9, which gives us a 16, and that is about awakenings. The aha moments, the epiphanies, a part of our world collapses behind us as we forge forward into a new tomorrow. Maybe this is where we step out of our comfort zone, and then we realize that it wasn't so comfortable after all. We just thought it was. 1 plus 6 is a 7, and that is about creating harmony and balance and love and beauty within our environments, within our relationships. And for those of you who do not know, the calendar is finally out. Okay, so the link is in the description box below. And I mean, it's exciting for me because I took the time to figure out, when Venus was entering and leaving every sign, and every planet is mentioned. None of them are left out. All the big ones, at least. I did Chiron, but I didn't do any of the asteroids we've been learning. I thought maybe I'll try that next year, but it's a lot more research to do for each asteroid and each planet. So, for my time limits, I did every retrograde and the movement of the planets. And so, and a couple of transits, even big transits that I wanted you to, stay highlighted in your mind. And every month has an affirmation that you can say that is geared towards the planetary movements and an action plan for that. Okay, Sun is in Sagittarius. It moved in late Friday evening. And so this is our first days with the new energy. Our moon is in Sagittarius, but that too moves into Capricorn by, I think, Saturday night, probably around 5, maybe 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have, Saturday. We'll have Mercury trining Saturn, Mercury trining Jupiter. Yep, they're both trines, I believe. And then on Sunday, we have Pluto. Pluto and the Sun in a sextile. So, yes, the energy is changing. In fact, we're entering a very harmonious time of positive energy. I looked ahead about a week or so, and it's really beautiful energy that we are stepping into. So that's a relief because we have been very tried over the last several weeks, haven't we? Okay, so let's first talk about Sun in Sagittarius. Because we've walked through that month of Scorpio energy. And I don't know about you, but I thought this round of the Sun in Scorpio was a very intense, this year in particular. It made us dive deep, and there was emotional intensity and shadow work and power dynamics and endings, and we purged, and We confronted what was hidden, and we confronted what was most important to us. So we went down to the depths, and now we start walking towards the horizon with what we have learned. Sun moves into Sagittarius, and we start to desire freedom and inspiration. We look for the adventures, the opportunities, and we're gravitated towards growing our wisdom. So it should be a more positive and I hear enlightened and spontaneous energy coming upon us. Now we have Mercury trining Saturn, and because this is a part of 3 Mercury Saturn trines during the Mercury retrograde, and I mean it. I won't go into it. I went into it all before back in oh, it'll come to me if it's meant to. We'll have a second chance kind of feeling about things. Conversations, decisions, ideas. And especially, if you look back late October, early November, you might find some situations coming back to the surface, things that maybe you thought were done, weren't done at all. And I'm trying to think because I know I missed. It happened on a weekend, and I know I missed that weekend. So I'm going to say November the 10th. I'll go back, and if it's November the 10th, I'll leave it at the end for you, where I talked all about this Mercury retrograde, okay, and how it will revolutionize the way we dream and talk and communicate and love as we walk into 2026. So I won't go through it all here because I've already said it. So if you want more information about this very unique Mercury retrograde that we are experiencing, I think it's November the 10th. I'll go back. I think that date sounds right, though, because I was gone that weekend. So anyways. Okay, so Mercury, Saturn. Saturn is, it's kind of like the grown-up in the room, and the grown-up says, okay, it's time to get serious, get organized, and get realistic. So we may find ourselves having a discussion or some insight on a discussion we need to have regarding our boundaries or our commitments, forgiveness, healing. This could be a time to start journaling, talking to a confidant, signing up for some kind of therapy, some group work. And we have Mercury trining Jupiter. Jupiter, the expansion of. So Jupiter will help with all of these things that are happening. Okay, it gives us a chance for growth when we revisit that idea or that plan or that conversation. And we're more hopeful and optimistic of the outcomes. And actually, we could receive good news under this energy. Or maybe it's just support or encouragement through a family member or a friend, a loved one, a mentor. There's one more. There's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, Sun, sextiling Pluto. So this is kind of newer energy for us. We'll start to feel, because now the Sun is in Sagittarius. And so we feel more determined and focused on our long-term visions, our beliefs, our purpose. And we'll have the courage. We'll have the courage to look at the bigger systems or the networks that we're a part of, whether that's work or social circles, where you get together online through tech. And you're going to start asking yourself, is this who I want to become? Is this who I want to go forward being? So we may find ourselves making some kind of little strategic changes, okay, that is going to support us growing at a personal level, but also it will give us some future direction overall. It's very big picture oriented. So don't be surprised if you find yourself having that deep, honest conversation with yourself about what freedom really means to you, what authenticity really means to you, and what is most important to you, and how you plan on going forward to make that a reality. Okay, this weekend is kind of like a bridge between the intensity that we've just walked through and the life we're getting ready to step into. And we are thinking, clearer. The fog is lifting. The sun is out. We see more clearly about what we want our days, our relationships, our story about money, how we want it to look like. And we'll stop dancing around the same old issues. We'll start to deal with them. And we'll see where we've outgrown a role, an old role. Where our budget might need a reset. Where we've been undervalued in our time, in our energy, in our gifts. So now is the time. Now is the time to sketch a new plan. To commit to, small steps. And just say yes to something that stretches us in the right way. To, allow us to step out of our comfort zone, feeling a little safer about doing so. So as we move through the next couple of days, know that every honest conversation you have and every boundary and every intentional choice becomes a very quiet declaration. I am building a future that fits who I am becoming. Just remarkable energy for us to work with. Okay, let's go to the cards. Two of Swords. I need a sip. Two of Swords. And if you notice, we're blindfolded there. It's not about looking to the external world for the answers, it's looking within. And we already probably know that answer. And we have probably dug very deep. And now we can easily unsurface the truth. The truth that we have been seeking. There's a beautiful light coming in, but it's hitting all that emotion. Look at the water there. Okay, it's all turned up. So that is our emotions. So yeah, it could still be a very emotional weekend. We have a lot of that heavy Scorpio energy that is still lingering with us. It's still working in the background with us. So that's kind of woven in. Like it doesn't come like at the stroke of midnight, everything is just boom, changed. But they weave in and out of each other. Okay. So yeah, we could be emotional. We could still be pulling towards the more of the Scorpio energy rather than the Sagittarius energy. Absolutely. Especially if we haven't done a lot of the work that we should have been doing. It might be calling us out on that. Our underlying energy for this weekend is, oh, look at that, the Three of Swords. Yeah, could be a high energy, emotional kind of weekend. This is about healing, though. This is about, but yeah, some of the decisions we're going to make, they're going to be hard. It could be heart-wrenching. You might have been living with somebody for a great period of time, and now you feel that you need to step away from that relationship or that living arrangement and go in a new direction. Or maybe they have decided and now you're left with, what am I going to do? How is this going to look? It could be you love everybody at work and you love showing up and you love the customers and you love everything about it, but it doesn't fulfill your passions, your truest desires. It's just a 9 to 5 job at the end of the day. The pay's okay, and you say enough is enough, and it's going to be heart-wrenching to leave all your friends and family that you probably have been creating for years together. So, you know, but that's a part of being human, and that's what makes us so wonderful. And the truest friends will still be there. And where we felt unseen or unheard, and we start to create those healthy boundaries, it might be a little intimidating to say them aloud, to have that conversation. And so fears and anxieties can raise. But know that you're doing this for you. And you can always state it as, this is the way I feel about it. It may not be the way it is, but this is the way I feel about it. This is the way I see it. Six of Cups. Definitely with all the retrogrades that are happening, although I think next week two come out of retrograde. Yeah. So forward movement. But this is where somewhere in our past somebody says we couldn't, we shouldn't, we mustn't, we can't. And we believe them. And so we pushed our dreams aside, our goals aside, our passions aside, and did what was practical, did what was expected. And we've come to find that those passions and those desires and those dreams and those wishes were all meant for us this whole time. And they're waiting for us to choose them over what we're really doing. To truly live, to experience life on your terms, unapologetically. We have the King of Wands, my favorite king in the deck, because, he never wears his formal gear, his garb, his formal garb. He's ready to roll up his sleeves and get to work. He gets an idea. He doesn't wait around for all the particulars to come in and all of the, he's more big picture. He's more of the Sagittarius kind of energy that we're walking into. I've got an idea. Let's try it out. And if it doesn't work, well, what parts didn't work? Was there a successful point to all of this? Can we build on that successful point? This is believing in yourself. And when you believe in yourself and you know yourself, your energy expands. And it affects other people around you. And they want to be a part of the momentum. They want to join into your enthusiasm and excitement. They don't even really know what you're doing, but it looks like fun. You've made it look like fun. It's brand new. It's different. And boy, don't we need something like that in our life. So, oh, look at this. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I can see where some of us are really ready to just throw in that towel and say, enough is enough. I can't do it anymore. But you don't have a plan B. Or your plan B is to just not change anything or do anything or try anymore because it's too hard and they laughed at me and that person won't even look at me anymore. And, I've gone and destroyed my life even more than making it the perfect image that I thought it was going to be. Stop throwing in the towel. Okay? Trust me when I say that when you do reach success, all those people that are kind of sticking their nose up in the air while they walk by you, they are going to want to be your friend because you are going to be very successful. You are going to, you will prove them right. You are so close to the door of abundance here. You don't realize how very close you are of stepping into that path, of knocking on that door and opening it and stepping to the other side and seeing what is there waiting for you. So raise yourself up, brush yourself off, take a deep breath, and start to remember just how wonderful and special you are. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And no, the spirit is not within you. They have aura pictures now. They have cameras that take pictures of our auras. The scientists have those cameras and they take pictures of our aura, and that is our spiritual body. The humans within us. And once we come to get our heads around that, we really truly can understand our inner power. Okay, let's go to ancient stones. Soul agreement, soul mission, soul plan, life purpose. Okay, found it. Your soul had a dream, and your life is it. Your soul had a dream, and your life is it. How does that go towards my last sentences, huh? Oh my goodness. Before you drew your first breath, your soul chose the perfect conditions for your return. It dreamed up the specifics for your soul's growth and journey. We all came here with a soul plan, a wish to be brought to life. The soul agreement card is a card of destiny and purpose. Do you sense that you're at an important juncture in your life? Has something significant happened, or does it feel like it's beckoning you forth? Is it a new relationship, creation, trip, opportunity, or agreement tugging your awakening heart, urging you to follow it to come to form? This may be something that truly excites you, or it could be something that you're revisiting, or both. This card appears when you're experiencing something important from a soul's perspective. It reminds you that you're journeying through right now is chosen by your soul. It's a situation or experience that will result in your soul's growth. And while we have free will, we also have opportunities to say yes to moments in our life that were prearranged. And when we do, things just seem to fall into place. It's a highly auspicious moment as we can feel at a soul level the deep relief in knowing that we've arrived at an important juncture and can now create what we came here to create, or be in a relationship with other souls we agreed to meet. This card is a card of purpose, path, and passion. It often appears as a confirmation that we are on track and that what we're currently doing or about to embark on is part of our soul's highest and deepest path. The activation is, I say yes to my soul's highest and deepest plan. I'm ready to be led every step of the way. I'm ready to be led every step of the way. I'm going to show up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show up. Lead me in the right direction. Give me the words. Give me the actions. Okay, if I can get all the animals together here, corral them. Give them a shuffle and see what they have to say. It really is amazing energy, and um, it really shows us that by doing the work that we were asked to do, or even if we're continuing it now, that's fine. Any effort is good effort. Independence with the cat. So clever, secretive, mysterious, intelligent, independent, and nocturnal. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but you are the only one who can walk it for you. And if you've chosen cat, and we have, because here we are, this is a strong message that you are to look at where in your life you are relying too heavily on another. Cat tells you that you are intelligent and clever enough to walk your path alone. If you just received a new job or a job promotion, you may feel like you're walking unsteadily. And I think anything that pushes us out of our comfort zone, if we're doing anything new or different, right? Our knees shake a little bit, right? We get a little wobbly. That's allowed. And Kat tells you that you're not giving yourself enough credit. With regards to relationship, Kat tells you that you need to look at the balance of the relationship. Have you been letting your partner take the lead and to make the decisions without your input? If so, this is a time to rebalance the relationship. Cats have been always associated with the mystery and the supernatural, and it was once believed cats were demons and spirits, and witches used them as their familiars. They can sometimes be unpredictable and sneaky. I love how they say sometimes there. No. They're unpredictable and they're sneaky all the time. Okay, even when they're being the perfect cat that you could pet, and they're purring away. They're up to something. Okay, always second guess the cat. Cats are also associated with healers and healing, with their calming purrs being used on a vibrational level as healings. Cats may be telling you that you're in need of some healing and you can snuggle with a cat or kitten. But if you aren't fond of the creatures, you can use massage, meditation, acupuncture. Maybe you just need a cat nap. Cats are also nocturnal, and since many are afraid of the darkness, cat tells you it's time for you to look within at the deep, dark fears that you have suppressed. And I think we've done enough of looking at the deep, dark fears that we have been suppressing. It's time to take the information that we've learned and utilize them in some way, so that we can strengthen the person that we already are, that we can bring out some of those characteristics of strength and confidence and knowing that we're capable, knowing that we're deserving. And utilize those tools to our advantage going forward. It's a beautiful time as we prepare our personal selves for all of the collective events that are going to happen on a collective level, yes, but also they'll affect our personal level as well. And so this is us preparing ourselves first for the grand party that's about to happen in 2026. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.